Hi, I'm Ed Frankonis. I know I haven't made my intro video yet, but here I am. I'm in EdTech 3 for Windsor Elementary School. I'm in Damascotta right now, outside, obviously, hence the trees and the sound of cars. In terms of what we read and our reflections on it, I was reading a lot of the APA article about brain development with young learners, and it was really enlightening to hear how different parts of the brain are literally biologically very, very different. Like someone with dyslexia's brain, like their brain doesn't have reading become an automatic process, so reading is that much harder for them. And the reason I really like that article emphasized that is because in the Learning Commons and with schools and like with libraries in general, we're always trying to design programs that are, we're expected to design programs for a lot of people. And so we design programs for blocks, K2, 3, 5. But you'll have the sprinkling of students that the article is basically matching the description of, where their brains are, literally, they're different. So, it's a question of how do we tweak lessons so that we're involving those folks too who maybe are not able to automatically read as their peers, or whose social skills are permanently going to be behind that of their peers because their brains are having trouble deciphering emotions on faces, and their brains will for the rest of their lives. And so I think leaning on one of the frameworks to help with that, I think the 4 C's is best. I don't think SAMR is necessarily the best. I don't think throwing more technology at the problem will necessarily make it better. I think that the 4 C's is probably the best, because if we design programs with communication and collaboration in mind, I think we will allow students to blossom, and we will allow them to show what they can really do. And in a sense, they also can kind of learn how to better interact with their peers, and their peers can better learn how to interact with them. I think that's the best possible policy. Alrighty, I think that's about it in terms of the readings. That one really struck with me because I like stuff with hard evidence. And yeah, I think that's just something going forward. I hope we really lean on those skill sets when it comes to building lessons with students, that keeping in mind that their brains literally, like physically, are not going to develop as their peers. And so emphasizing collaboration and communication can really help students sort of try to overcome that, in a sense.